introduction. Now, I don't have my PowerPoint slides with me today, so I might not take the full hour, so I apologize. But I'm Butch Ullmann. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm Tim's, older brother. I used to be his big brother, but then he turned 6, so now I'm just the older brother. But for anyone else who doesn't know, I'm 13 years older than him. So with such an age gap between us, obviously there are obvious positives and negatives that come along with that. Mostly positives. I mean, the only real negative that I can cite is, let's go out this weekend. Who's going to babysit? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the teenager that lives in our house every weekend. Built-in babysitter. And so now that I'm thinking about it, okay, that's a negative for me, but positive for mom and dad, so well played. Genius. That's genius. So that's the only real negative that I can think of. Overwhelming positive, of course. The list will go on. The first thing I can think of is, brothers fight sometimes. It's kind of a natural thing. We didn't have so much of that. Not really a sibling rivalry with a 13-year age gap. It's pretty much, oh, you thought the soda was yours, but it's not. Okay. Misunderstanding, we're okay. So, no sibling rivalry, it was my way, or, no way at all. So. But, from time to time, Tim, like any kid, would maybe act out and would need some, some guidance, some discipline, things like that. And I was fortunately in a unique position to be in somewhat a position of authority, but not have the responsibility of a parent. So it's a pretty sweet spot there. I didn't have to worry about social services. So anytime he needed guidance to get back kind of into shape, I could just threaten him with a swirly. And so I hope you don't remember this. Maybe you've repressed all the memories, but it's surfacing again. We're going to have problems in a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, the swirly, and for anyone who doesn't know what a swirly is, let's just say it's an involuntary rinsing of the hair using the toilet. And of course, I'm not a monster. I would never do that to my kid brother. I've never done it, never would do it, but it was a very effective empty threat that did the trick. So, yeah, hanging with the toilet. That's about as far as it would ever go. So I did still have to answer to mom and dad. So never had to go that far, but it worked. Another huge positive is, of course, being able to relive a second childhood with Tim. Kind of growing up in high school, there are a lot of cool toys out there that maybe might not seem cool to buy for yourself. So I was able to kind of go through that again, whether it be Super Soakers, Rock'em Sock'em Robots, or that cool table tennis game where you spin the sticks and the little hockey guys flip, It came with a hockey puck, but we're throwing everything on that board, flipping it with the hockey sticks, Matchbox cars. It got weird, but a lot of fun, a lot of great memories going through a second childhood that way, so thank you for that. And whether it be, pitching to him in the living room, fumble drills in the hallway, or, lots of fun things like that, so thank you for a lot of reliving childhood that way. So. And of course, for those of you who don't know, along the lines of kind of reliving childhood and the sports thing, how do I say this? I am undefeated in one-on-one basketball with Tim. Undefeated. I'm not talking just a game or two here or there. We played dozens of games. Now, true, he was 5 years old, and the hoop was 4 feet off the ground and said little types on it, but he is the only living person that I can say I've been able to dunk over, ever. And around his 6th birthday is when I had to kind of hang up my basketball shoes because the games were starting to get close. And I needed to go out on top, so thank you for being there for me and boosting my ego. So, and of course, the most overwhelming positive of all this, of course, is, I can remember clearly the day we found out we were going to have a baby brother brought into our house, and of course the day he was born, and so it's been an honor and a privilege to watch you grow up and develop and become the man you are today. So a big brother couldn't be prouder. So thank you so much, and I love you. I know I don't say it enough, but I love you. Kayla, I can't tell you how much we're excited for you to join our family. I speak for our entire family. We say we love you, and we're super excited for all the years to come. my kids are excited to start calling you Aunt Kayla and for it not to be weird and awkward anymore. So that'll be good. In fairness, I do feel like there are a few things you should probably know about Tim going into this. So, okay, so if he gets scared, just hold his arms in tight like this, and then pat his back from down to up if he needs help. I should have updated this list at some point over the years. Sorry. But it's just a couple things maybe to keep in mind. If he goes into the other room to take a nap, it's a sure bet he's going to be sneaking out the window to ride his bike. Count on it. Ride Stacia's bike. Sometimes workouts are going to the park to sleep on a picnic table. So, keep them honest to know. So that's just a few things. And Tim, I'm sorry, the only intel I have on Kayla is she doesn't like olives on her pizza. And I learned this one the hard way, so I kind of took one for the team there. If you didn't know already, that's all I got. Just remember that, and you'll be fine. So, as far as advice, me and my beautiful wife Christine will be celebrating our 8th anniversary this up and coming week. So I do have. Didn't mean to call you out. But I do have a little advice. There was something cool I had heard at some point over the years about marriage, kind of a little bit of an analogy. If you kind of look at things like a scissors, probably one of the least likely things you would think of when it comes to marriage, but here you have two independent blades brought together as one mechanism. Anything that tries to get between those blades gets cut. So,
amen.
I'm not giving you permission to do anything that will put you in jail. But remember that, for the years to come. Don't let anything get between you. So, and as far as words of wisdom, all I can tell you is look no further than the home we were raised in. You have a shining, perfect example of a happy marriage. Just look to them for their wisdom and their example. They don't even need to say words. And you'll have plenty of examples to live by. So, yes, you're for So never stop laughing together. Never stop dating. Always nurture those things that you have in common, and always remove those things that try to get between you. So with that, let's raise our glasses.
I have mine.
So for all the years to come, decades, for the rest of your natural lives, may you find each day to be happier than the one before. So to Tim and Kayla, we love you. Woo!